So, on the whole, in this class we are going to discuss a problem under equation of a cone with a conic as a guiding curve. So, here the question is the section of a cone whose vertex is P and guiding curve the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 as it is equal to 0 by the plane x is equal to 0 is a rectangular hyperbola. Show that the locus of the P is x square by a square plus y square plus z square by b square is equal to 1. So we all are aware that a cone is obtained. To find a cone we need a vertex point and a straight line, and when we rotate this straight line about this fixed point, which is nothing but a vertex, you will be getting a shape of a curve, and the shape of a curve will intersect a guiding curve. So this is what we called as a guiding curve. This is nothing but a straight line, and this is nothing but a vertex point. So here in this question you are provided with a point P, so this is nothing but a vertex point, and the guiding curve of this is an ellipse, and this ellipse cuts and this guiding curve intersects the plane x is equal to 0, so that we will be getting a rectangular hyperbola, and the locus of this P is given. We need to tell that the locus of this point P is this. Okay, so we'll move step by step. First, let us consider the equation of a straight line. Equation of the straight line is given by x divided by alpha by x minus alpha by L equals y minus beta by m equals z minus gamma by n. So let us go step by step. So further it is given that the value for z is 0. So when you take the value for z is 0 here, you will be having this one. Okay, so we need to find the value for x, y and z with the help of this line, and the value for x will be, when you equate this and this, you will be getting x minus alpha divided by L equals minus gamma divided by n. So this implies x minus alpha is equal to minus gamma L divided by n. This implies x is equal to alpha. When you take this minus alpha to the other side, you will be getting plus alpha minus gamma L divided by n. So this gives the value for your x. Similarly, when you equate these two guys, you will be getting the value for y as beta minus gamma m divided by n. And in the question itself, we are provided with the value for z is 0. So on the whole, you will be getting the value for x, y, z as this one. So let us move further. So next, what the question given is, the guiding curve is the intersection of this z is equal to 0 and the equation of the ellipse. So the equation of the ellipse is given by x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1, and replace the value for x and y here, so that you will be getting alpha minus gamma L divided by n the whole square by a square plus beta minus gamma m divided by n the whole square by b square is equal to 1. Since I need to eliminate the value for alpha, okay, I need to eliminate the value for alpha, L, m and n from this guy 1 and this guy 2. What I can do is, here I need the value for L, m, L by n and m by n. So go back here, take these two things. Just a minute. Okay, go back here, take these two things. Okay, so you will be having, when you just interchange this and right, you will be having x minus alpha divided by z minus gamma is equal to L divided by n. So I have just changed these two guys and I have written this one. Similarly, when you take these two, you can able to find the value for m divided by n as y minus beta divided by z minus gamma. Okay, so just to replace the values back here, you will be getting this one. So here z minus gamma the whole square is a common thing, so you can take it to the other side, so you will be having this one. So here when you take, you need to take LCM for this and simplify. So when we take LCM, what I will be getting is alpha z minus alpha gamma and multiply this inside minus gamma z plus alpha gamma. So these two guys will get cancelled, leaving you alpha z minus gamma z. So it is not x, it is z. uh, Sorry, it is x alone. I have written it wrongly. This is your x. Okay, so you will be having here it as x alpha z minus gamma x. And similarly, when you take LCM for this and simplify, you will be having this one. Again, let us move further. So the next what it is given is the intersection of that guiding curve is by a plane x is equal to 0. So here when you take the value for x as 0, so what we will be having is this term will get vanished, this term will become 0, that's it. So the remaining will be there. So you will be having alpha square z square by a square plus this guy plus this guy. So this will be as it is, you will be getting. So the intersection of all these things will be a rectangular hyperbola. So as I have told you in the class previously, that we will be getting the given conic will be a rectangular hyperbola if it satisfies certain conditions. So and the conditions are nothing but the coefficient of y square and the plus coefficient of z square is equal to 0. Because you do have x is equal to 0, it is not necessary for us to consider that one. So it is enough for us to consider the coefficient of y square plus coefficient of z square is equal to 0. So here let us collect the coefficient of y square and z square terms. So here this is nothing but alpha square by a square is nothing but coefficient of z square. So when you expand these two guys, you will be getting beta square by b square as coefficient of z square, and similarly gamma square by b square as a coefficient of y square. So on your right hand side, when you expand this, the coefficient of z square is 1. So just I have taken it back here. I will be having minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, it is not necessary to keep this minus 1 here. Let it be there itself. Okay, so that is equal to 1. And now these two guys have b square as a common denominator. So you will be having alpha square by a square plus beta square plus gamma square by b square is equal to 1. Hence the locus of alpha, beta, gamma, we need to write it in a general form. So it is necessary for us to write with the help of x, y and z. So just to replace alpha as x, beta as y and gamma as z, we will be getting our required answer. So we'll see another problem. Two cones passes through the curves y is equal to 0, z square is equal to 4ax, x is equal to 0, z square is equal to 4by, and they have the common vertex. The plane z is equal to 0 meets them in two conics that intersects in 4 concyclic points. That is, it will meet, all these things will meet in a circle. So concyclic means all the points will lie on a circle. That is what the thing is. So what we need to show is that the vertex lie on a surface, the z square into something is given. So we need to find out this one. So again, let us go step by step. As and when you are provided with the cone, what we need to do is we need to write the vertex and the equation of a straight line. So here let alpha, beta, gamma be the common vertex. Then any line passing through this point can be represented by x minus alpha by n equals y minus beta by m equals z minus gamma by n. So here you are provided with y is equal to 0. So when you take the value for y as 0, you will be getting this. So once after finding this one, write the value for x, y and z. You can combine these two, combine 1 and 2, combine 2 and 3. You can able to find the value for x and z. Okay, so next what is provided is it also passes through z square is equal to 4x. So replace the value for z as gamma minus beta m by n and x as alpha minus beta l divided by n. So just to simplify this, and next what we need to do is we need to eliminate l and m from these two guys. So what we can do is we do have n divided by m, l divided by m here. So go back here, L divided by M is nothing but when you collect these two, you will be having L by M as x minus alpha divided by y minus beta. and m by n divided by n divided, when you combine these two you will be having n divided by m as z minus gamma divided by y minus beta, or else you can take the value for everything, you can equate everything to 1 and find the value for L as x minus alpha, m as y minus beta, n as z minus gamma, replace it back here and do simplify, you will be getting this first equation. So this is for one curve, and next what we need to do is you are provided with another curve as x is equal to 0 and y is equal z square is equal to 4by. So we need to do the same set of procedure, that is take this star and replace x is equal to 0, calculate the point of x. So this is the value for your x, it meets at z square is equal to 4by, so replace the value for z and y here and simplify, you will be getting this. Then as usual you need to eliminate L, M and N, and by taking L, M and N as this guy, just to replace it back here, you will be having the second equation. Okay, so again go back to the question. So we are here. Again what you need to do is the plane z is equal to 0 meets them in two conics. So again we need to replace the value for z is equal to 0 in the resultant conics. So in this conic 1, if you take z is equal to 0, this guy will vanish, leaving you gamma square y square equals to 4a into y minus beta xy minus beta x. Similarly, when you take the value for z as 0, so this guy will vanish, leaving you the fourth equation. And again go back to the question. So the plane z is equal to 0 meets them in two conics that intersects in four concyclic points. So intersection of two curves here. So intersection of two curves is given by first curve plus lambda times second curve is equal to 0. So this will lie on the conic, that is the intersection of these two will lie on the concyclic. In the sense what we need to do is this will be a circle. When a given curve will be a circle only when the coefficient of x square and the y square are the same, and another condition is there should not be any xy combination terms, so that the coefficient of xy should be equal to 0. So when you collect the coefficient of x square and y square here, gamma square plus here you do have minus 4 alpha 4a gamma, that is what here, and plus lambda and what about the coefficient? This is the coefficient of y square. On the right hand side it is coefficient of y square, on the left hand side it is coefficient of x square. So the coefficient of x square is lambda y square, and here it is another term 4 minus 4b beta. So this is what you do have, and the coefficient of xy should not be there. So the coefficient of xy in the sense here it is, here one guy is there and another guy stands here. Okay, so just to combine these two, here we will be having minus into minus is plus, so 4a beta will be there. Okay, similarly here minus into minus is plus, 4b alpha lambda is there, that is equal to 0. And our objective is to eliminate the value for lambda, that is we need to find the value for lambda and replace it back. So from your sixth equation you can very well able to find the value for lambda, so replace it back in your fifth equation, so that you will be having minus alpha beta by beta alpha into gamma square minus 4b beta equal to gamma square minus 4a alpha. So just to simplify this, okay, and you will be getting the required result. Thank you. So we'll see one more problem under the equation of a cone with a conic as a guiding curve. So the next question is the vertex of a cone is given as alpha a b c, and the yz plane cuts it in the curve f of y comma z is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, and we need to show that the xz plane cut in this curve. Okay, so as usual this is going to be our vertex point. This is nothing but the equation of a straight line, and here you are provided with the value for x as 0, so just to replace it here and you will be having this one. Then we need to write the value for x, y and z. So this is what the step is. Next, the curve equation is given as a generalized equation, that is it will be in terms of y and z. So f of y comma z is equal to 0 becomes f of instead of y just to replace this, instead of z just to replace this. Now our job is to eliminate the value for L, M and N from this 1 and 2. So as usual we do have M by L, we do have N by L. So collect these two things, the value for M by L will be equal to, so M by L means you need to interchange these two. So you will be having y minus beta divided by x minus alpha. Similarly for N by L you need to interchange these two. Okay, so N divided by L will be equal to z minus gamma divided by x minus alpha. So just to replace it here, I will be getting this one. So okay, so I will be having this one. And next, what is given us, it cuts the xz plane in the curve y is equal to 0. So just to replace the value for y as 0, so this guy will vanish, leaving you this one. So I need to write it as in a general form. So general form in the sense eliminating alpha, beta, gamma by I need to replace alpha, beta, gamma by a, b and c. So I will be getting my required result. Thank you.